It's actually ironically the Bane scene from The Dark Knight Rises that I remember most about, like people like getting into the meeting and then being like, what the fuck is this shit? You remember that scene where he's like, the dude's like, nope, I'm in charge here. And then Bane goes, do you feel in charge? That's what Bautista said to him. He's like, I don't know who the fuck called this meeting. I'm not with this shit. This isn't about anything. I'm in charge here. We're leaving. Bautista just went up to him like, do you feel in charge? And they're like, yeah, you've got the role. I don't know what the fuck the movie is yet, but you got it.
If you don't mind, I want to end with this like Bautista story. Oh shit! Because there is a lesson to be learned here, and I'm going to share my personal story. Right. So, I've in my personal life gone through a bit of like a career change. Right. So going from what I used to do is just working at creative agencies as like an account project manager to now moving into the design world, which is not easy to break into, right? But sometimes you just have to say like, all right, this is what I am. This is what I'm going to be, and I'm going to shape the world around me in order to like see this thing through, right? So like, let's say, you're saying, you know what, I am going to be an actor. I'm going to be a musician. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be a designer. I'm going to be a footwear designer. I'm going to be a race car driver, whatever it is. Sometimes you just have to say it out loud. You have to believe in it. And then you have to force the people around you to buy into it and then see it through, right? And that is exactly what Dave Bautista did. I'm just going to pick up this story. It's not necessarily in the middle, but I'm going to fast track it a little bit. So Dave Bautista, who we know from, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays, what's his character's name in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Drax.
Fucking Drax. We know him. He was in Blade Runner 2049. What was that other movie he did with, it was not Uber, Stuber.
Didn't watch it. So
you didn't watch Stuber?
No.
Oh man, and not a bad movie at all.
It's what I hear. I hear it's not too bad. Yeah.
It's actually really good. He's also in Zack Snyder's upcoming Army of the Dead. So I'm going to read a real quick excerpt here from this article on IndieWire. So Dave Bautista has made it clear on social media over the last several years that one of his dream roles is the Batman villain Bane. But the wrestler icon turned action movie star just didn't talk about it during an appearance on Justice Con to promote the upcoming Zack Snyder's movie Army of the Dead. Bautista revealed that he organized a meeting with Warner Brothers and DC Films to more or less demand the role of Bane. It goes on to say that he basically set up an appointment with DC and Warner Brothers, and he walked in. He said, "I want to play Bane." I think one of the reactions is somebody they were just like, "Whoa!" We're not even casting a movie for Bane, or there's no upcoming movie in which we're casting anyone to play Bane. He's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to play Bane. Get it done. You guys figure it out, but I'm going to play the next Bane. It's now the ball's in your court to get it done, which is kind of like what not David Washington, John David Washington. Who's the actress who was with him?
Zendaya.
Yeah, Zendaya. I remember when they did that fucking movie they did. I can't figure out the name.
Malcolm and Marie. Right, Jesus Christ.
Malcolm and Marie. Yeah, I don't know anyone's name or the name of anything. So when they did Malcolm and Marie, didn't she just hit up the director write me a movie? And he's like that.
Sort of. I think it was kind of
that's a short story.
Yeah, I think it was like a two-way street there, but I think you're right. It's kind of like the same situation, not the same situation, but it kind of the same impetus, which is to just be like, yo, I want to work on this project. It doesn't exist yet, but I want to work on it, right? I
just love the energy.
Yo, here's what my dudes said when Bautista pulled up on them at WarnerMedia, right?
Delusions.
Yeah. And shout out to anybody if they actually know where that's from. They looked at him like, nigga, is you high? Like we don't even, there's not even a movie. Like there's not a movie for you to be a part of. There's not a movie for you to audition for. There is nothing right now. He did, you know what I really appreciate about his boldness is that he didn't even like write a movie and then present it to him. Like, guys, I have this idea about Bane, right? Like about where Bane goes and he does some shit and then Batman comes and fucks him up or something like that. Nothing like that. He's just like, guys, I want to play Bane. I don't know. I don't have an idea of what's going on. I just want to play Bane.
So this is really funny because like there are two perspectives, right? So there's Dave Bautista's perspective where he's power play, right? Call the meeting. Everyone's here. Everyone's on fucking time too because it's Dave Bautista. Everyone sit down, cell phones off. And then it was very and he got straight to the point, right? Because I mean, there's not much there. The point is I want to play Bane, right? No script. He doesn't even have a pitch of like a potential script or a movie. He's just like, I want to play Bane. It's the character I've always wanted to play. I want to play him. Get it done. And they're just like, what the fuck, right? But I like his energy, right? Because in life sometimes you just have to ask for the thing that you want, demand the thing that you want. Like you have to set the meeting with your boss and say, hey, I want a raise. Right? Or I want this job. I want this particular role. I want to work on this project, right? Whatever it may be. Sometimes you have to go to the girl that you've been eyeing for a while and say, hey, listen, I want to take you out on a date, right? Or you go up to the guy who you've been, eyeing and say, hey, listen, I want to go out and have a drink, right? Whatever it may be. Sometimes you just have to ask for what you want. Yeah. Now, the other perspective of it is the people who got the meeting invite, the Google invite, on their calendar from Dave Bautista with like no subject line, but it was like mandatory. Like there was no like you didn't even have a choice to accept the meeting or not.
Well, where they went wrong,
put it on your calendar.
Where they went wrong is that it was a Google invite, so it was for like Google meetings. Like, nigga, send me a Zoom invite. What do you do? Why are you sending me a Google Meets invite?
I actually like Google Meet a little bit better.
Fuck that shit. That shit is whack.
But no. See, this meeting was actually in person. People were like, what the fuck? Like, I haven't even gotten vaccinated yet. So could you imagine you come?
He's giving them shots as they come in. Like, guys, you'll be all right. I got you.
And it says J&J on it. And you're just like, ow. Damn it, Dave. But you get to the meeting, you're just like, all right, like super important. What's this about? Like, are we gonna get to work on this like next big movie? Like, this is really exciting, right? I left my wife and kids to be here. What's up, Dave? And then
not even like I like left them for the afternoon, but I just left them. Period. I just was like, guys, I'm leaving.
They don't know where I'm at. There's a fucking Amber alert out for me right now. But you're just like, hey, we're here. What's up? Like, this has got to be great. This has got to be something big, right? And he's just like, I want to play Batman. You're just like,
and then everybody's confused because they're like, wait. So you want to play both Bane and Batman at the same time?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. My bad. He's like, I want to play Bane. I don't know why I was thinking Batman. I want to play Bane.
No, he's trying to do both, man. He's trying to play Bane and Batman. It'll be the first and only time it's ever been done.
The biggest Batman we've seen yet.
Just but yeah,
could you imagine? No suit, just a black shirt.
Just the cowl. Leggings. He's just wearing the cowl.
That's it. He doesn't need like the muscle filler or the silicone anything. He's just wearing leggings and a black shirt and then the mask. But like, could you imagine being in that meeting and you're just like, okay, like, did anyone attach like a script to the email, like a PDF or anything like that? Are we gonna project anything on the board? Is anyone gonna project? Like, no. And then you just have to wait for somebody to speak or somebody to get up and leave so you could leave too. But that must have been like the most weird meeting to be in. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
But you know what? But it's actually ironically the Bane scene from The Dark Knight Rises that I remember most about, like people like getting into the meeting and then being like, what the fuck is this shit? You remember that scene where he's like, the dude's like, nope, I'm in charge here. And then Bane goes, do you feel in charge? That's what Bautista said to him. He's like, I don't know who the fuck called this meeting. I'm not with this shit. This isn't about anything. I'm in charge here. We're leaving. It's just what I told him, like, do you feel in charge? And they're like,
yeah,
you've got the role. I don't know what the fuck the movie is yet, but you got it. We're starting filming next month. Like, what?
I wonder if he like auditioned a little bit, or maybe like did like a a quick scene, maybe did the voice or something like that. You got to do it. You got to do a scene.
Yeah,
you got to try and imitate.
You got to give them something. But I I get where he's coming from, because he looks like a fucking Bane. Like, honestly, he looks more of a Bane than fucking what's his name?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's fucking 5'3" ass. Not to disrespect, he did a wonderful job with Bane. I'm just joshing him, but he looks like a fucking Bane. And he's got that like his head's like proportionally smaller than the rest of his body, which for whatever reason with Bane and both, maybe not the comics, because I didn't necessarily read the comics all that much, but definitely in the cartoons, his head was always just so much fucking smaller than the rest of his body. So he's right. He looks the part, man. And he obviously he can act, man. I think
he's got range for sure.
Yeah, he does.
I love Dave Bautista, and I'm not sure if you've seen the trailer for the upcoming Zack Snyder movie. What's it called? Army of the Dead. Dude. Yeah, listen, I can't get any names of any actors or movies right. Listen, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay,
where are we? Podcast.
But I'm telling you, Zack Snyder might have a banger on this one. This movie looks fantastic. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I highly recommend you watch it. You're gonna feel differently about it. You're gonna be like, okay, this might be one of the better zombie movies I've seen in a very long time.
I've seen
if it lives up to the trailer.
I've seen the first trailer. I haven't seen the second trailer that dropped for it. I don't really give a shit about Zack Snyder movies these days. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's hot. Yeah. Either way, man. Hey, shout out to my man Dave Bautista, man. Say it with your fucking chest, man. Don't say that shit all fucking wimpy, all fucking bullshit. No, say the shit with your chest. I'm playing Bane, bitch.
And keep that energy all year. Don't send the email. Call the meeting. Okay, send the email invite. Let these motherfuckers jump on GooglePlay and tell them what you want.
That's the fucking
2021 energy.
That's that 2021 energy. I love that. Don't send an email. Call the fucking meeting.
Yeah, we're calling press conferences like we're senators or something like that. Like that's what I'm doing right now. No more emails like, hey, can we? I'm not slacking you. I'm not hitting you up on Slack. I'm just gonna send you the invite.
Call the fucking meeting, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the fucking time we've got.